Great morning. It is the 18th, Wednesday the 18th. Oh, tomorrow is Mr. Max's Pole to Two feast day. Ooh. So we have got to get to bed early tonight because I have to have him there by 7 a.m. Oh, so let's pick 3 cards and see what we have this morning as a topic. Solitude. Companionship, animals. And wisdom. Wisdom. So, during this pandemic, and I've lost one of my earrings here. Well, it'll pop up, so I just had it. So, during the pandemic, we're spending a lot more time in solitude, alone. We're having to stay indoors and away from others. So now is a really good time that we're going to really value our animals even more. And they're there to give companionship. So it's a good time to, and I think a lot more people have gotten animals. Good time to have a companionship. And, you know, when the pandemic ends, don't forget to keep your animals. Don't, at that point, say, I don't need them anymore. You know, your animal, companionship animal should be part of your family. Because all they want to do is just give the love. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? Mr. Max is over here this morning. You gonna come over and say hello? He said, no, I was just all hunkered over there, laying. Mr. Max. You know, they want so little. They say all we want is a little love, some food in our bowl, a roof over our head. Say we don't ask for a lot. And they are so loyal, so loyal. So forgiving. I just, when I see these horrible things on the net, that atrocities that people do to these poor little animals, just breaks your heart. I don't know how anyone can be so cruel as to abuse any animal, to torture and abuse them. I just watched the other day these pit bulls that they had gotten from, the guy was using them for fighting, okay? And most of them, they were able to reform. It took them a while to come out because they were terrified of people. Who wouldn't be if you're forced to fight? But they, forgave so quickly and just were lovable, just lovable, lovable. So yeah, sometimes if you get a rescue, you're going to have some behavior problems at first. It's going to take a while for you to win their trust. They've been abused, they've been thrown out, they've been, terrible, terrible. So anyway, yeah, during this time, spend more time, alone with your companion animal, and just see how wonderful they are, just how loving and generous and giving that they are. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's not going to be happy with me tomorrow. Yes, I know, loving. He said, I just want to love too. He said, when you pet me, I want to give you kisses and show you that I love you. Yeah, you're a good boy. So anyway, yeah, just time to honor the animals for how much they really can bring into somebody's life. So I'm going to leave this here. But again, just if you've got room and, think about having a companion animal. Because they do bring a lot to the table. They're very sweet, they're very giving, very loving. So I'm going to leave this here for now. Okay, there, Max. You come sit back over here. Curl back up again. So today, anyway, I'm just a little foggy, a little under the weather, and part of it, I think, is because of the Morgellons, this thing. I've just really been, hitting the supplements and stuff, and then yesterday I added the baking soda. So I'm actually having a little baking soda in my coffee today to make it not so acidic. I did do a baking soda bath last night, and it really did help a lot. I could feel that did help quite a bit. So I've added baking soda now to the routine. And yeah. And it seems that the supplements I've been taking are starting to work. Now I did make a topical thing that I use. Sometimes it's from grapefruit extract and clove oil. It has a number of essential oils in that I put on them on those lesions. Clove oil is again one that's really good for bacterial type things. And the other thing I'm using quite a bit now is the silver soul. I haven't been taking that so much internally. I've been doing it externally on lesions. But what I take every day, oh, I did get some B12 too, although my anemia is not B12. My anemia is iron, so I am taking iron as well. So I'm taking every day this cinnamon, that's help with diabetes, chloroxygen, taking the alfalfa max. I'm taking the vitamin C because I need to take it twice a day with the iron to help to process iron. Taking the B12, the pomegranate, that's also good for antibacterial. The myrrh, also good. The Candide Cleanse and Digestion, the garlic, kale. Doubling up on the kale because kale is so good. Kale and alfalfa are both good, but the kale is really good for your vitamins, your minerals, all of that. Kale is very strong for that. The grapefruit seed extract, also good for the bacterial things and the biofilm defense. And this is one that, you know, if you have that or Morgellons, it does create this biofilm thing, and so these are very well recommended. So this is the first thing I take in the morning, this biofilm defense and the grapefruit seed. And then every half hour or hour, I will take one of the other pills. I had to stop taking them, so many of them together in the morning because I just felt deathly ill when I did that. Now, when I take it one every half hour or hour, I'm not having that upset like I was having before. So that's helping. But, you know, as you're going through these things and your body's fighting it, and especially when you're taking supplements, your body's fighting it, it does make you even more tired as things are fighting and they're trying to kill these things off. So I know it's working because you know, with the Morgellons, you can see, but you got to see with a microscope, you see all these filament things. Since I started taking the supplements, I'm seeing less of the keratin and collagen overgrowth of the colored filaments and stuff, but I am seeing a lot more of those long, clear looking ones that just are, you know, long filaments are coming out of the body now. And then a couple of hairs have come out, and it's in your comb, and it's moving. Now there's no air going here, nothing that would cause it to, but moving, and that's freaky looking. I was like, why is it moving? But yeah, after the baking soda bath, combing my hair, I had a lot of those filaments coming out. So it is working to adjust things, but again, as it does that, you kind of get a little tired because your body's just working extra hard at that point to, rectify things. But I do have hope that I am going to be able to get control of this, because I am seeing some help with it. Okay. I got the slides yesterday, and so I did put things on slides. There, you don't see them here. Took one from my hair. I don't know if you can see. There's hair sticking out of it. There you can see. But you could see in there the filaments and things that are attached to the hair. So anyway, when you look at these, you don't see much. If you look at through the microscope, you'll see all these little things, all the little nasties that you're dealing with. So weird looking, these things. Yeah, I couldn't believe it the first time I looked. I have, I got one of the AM scopes, and then you can see it quite clearly. But yeah, no, I was really surprised when I saw that there were filaments. Because the way they talk about it, it's like they talk about it like you can actually see them. But no, I don't see anything, unless you see the microscope. And I don't know how they can confuse these fibrous things from the Morgellons, how they can call it, like doctors saying that people are putting clothing fibers. I mean, clothing fibers, I don't care the smallest one you see with the naked eye. These you don't. These you don't see with the naked eye. They're so fine and so, well, some of them can be long, but you don't see them because they are so fine. You have to see it with a microscope. Now, one thing that was really weird, yesterday I had a little cardboard thing, and I tore it because I wanted to do something with it. Now, when you look at the cardboard edges, it looks a lot like the Morgellons, with different colors in it and the way that it fits together. So I thought that was very odd, that the structure looks a lot like Morgellon structure. And you read so many of these crazy things, like it's chemtrails and all of that stuff. No, I don't believe that for a second. They're not sure what all they do know. It can be an outcome of Lyme. But quite a few people that have the Morgellons have also the Lyme disease. Yeah. And one of the big area for Morgellons is Florida, right by where I was living. Now, there's something that I didn't know, though. In Boca Raton, there is they make, and I don't think this has anything to do with it, but it's one of their far-fetched theories. They have where they're working on wartime things in Boca Raton, virus things and that type of thing. I forget what you call it, but they do have that right the next town over from where I was living, actually, in Boca Raton. Chemical warfare, that type of thing. They deal with that stuff over there, which I was surprised they would have some kind of a chemical warfare, biological warfare thing in that type of a populated area in Boca. So that was interesting to find out. Crazy. But anyway, how I got this, I'm not sure, but they are going to finally refer me to an infectious disease specialist here. When I'm going, I don't know. They'll let me know when they get an appointment. And I'll see if I can get them to do some tests and find out for sure what the underlying problem is. Now, I'm not going to go in and say I have Morgellons. That's a kiss of death. It's a kiss of death. If you go in and say anything, then they want to think you're making things up, and yeah, I don't have time to make things up. I don't need that kind of attention and drama, whatever it is they think that people are doing. But I have to say, I'm so glad I'm getting this under control, because when it was just, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was, some sort of a parasite thing, or, when you're still trying to figure out what's going on. And all you know is you are having just incredible stinging, then itching like crazy, and it doesn't heal. Rather than healing, it'll just move to another, like this may move to go over here. Those clear up, and then the new one starts. So, yeah. But like I said, all the stuff I'm taking is good for the anemia, and then for bacterial type of things. And what they found is, in the cases where the Morgellon is coming on top of the Lyme, they have that Lyme spirochete bacterial organism. They still don't have any real good, consistent way to heal Lyme. So basically, we're kind of a lot on our own trying to figure out a protocol that works, okay? It's always nice, when you have doctors that don't believe it, want to poo-poo it. Now, what I heard from a dermatologist, which I was surprised at, that they said why dermatologists don't recognize it, because it's not something that they can point to in a book and say it's that. If they haven't been taught about it, if they can't point to it in a book, then they deny it's there, because then you are stepping out in uncharted territory, and they won't do that, okay? They'd rather say people are crazy, okay, that you're imagining it, okay? You don't imagine those fibers. Oh, I've got to go. It's, oh, they'll call back in a second. Oop, I think my phone just died. Yeah, it's one of the VA things. They're going to want to harangue me on the diabetes things, I think it is. Mercy. Oh, yeah, my phone just died. Okay, I'll have to call it back and see. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now, and probably lay down for a few minutes and gather some extra strength for today, and we'll go forward. Anyway, this morning I heard Biden speaking about economic things. He's so level-headed and so refreshing to hear Biden speak. And I still have the Repugly Uglies that have drank the tangerine Kool-Aid. They're still drinking the tangerine Kool-Aid and telling me that Biden is not going to be president, that Trump has won, and I'll see, and you just wait, Trump is going to stay in office for the next 4 years. And I go, yeah, keep drinking the Kool-Aid, okay? It's not going to happen. He's lost. But I'm amazed how they still come on my line and say, oh no, Trump has won, Biden's lost, and it's, you know, you'll see. Oh, I'll see, huh? All I see is you guys are still drinking that tangerine Kool-Aid and haven't come out of delusion yet. This hypnosis they've got themselves under. So I'm going to leave this here. I need to get my phone back online, and why is this not showing that it's plugged in? Okay. Gotta let my phone recharge so I can get back with them and find out what they want this time. See you online, love and light.